This video is about expanding noun phrases. Have you ever written a sentence and felt like it sounded flat? Like it technically made sense, but it did not feel vivid or academic or powerful enough? That's not a vocabulary problem. That's usually an expanding noun phrase problem. And once you master this, your writing and speaking level quietly jumps up without sounding forced. So today we are breaking down expanding noun phrases in a way that actually makes you use them naturally, not like grammar rule you memorize and forget. Okay? An expanding noun phrase is simply a noun that has been built up with extra information around it. So the listener or the reader, they get a clear and richer picture. So instead of naming something in the simplest way, you expand it to show which one, what kind, how many, or what details matter. Say, for example, instead of saying a book, you can say a heavily annotated psychology textbook filled with handwritten notes. The noun is still book, but now it carries weight, right? So that's exactly an expanding noun phrase. Now, here is the important part people miss. Expanding noun phrases are not about sounding fancy, they are about being precise. Whenever you speak or write at higher levels for your exams, presentations, essays, debates, vague nouns don't work. Precision does. Okay? So you can compare these two sentences spoken out loud. The students raised a question versus the highly prepared final year student raised a question about ethical data usage. Same structure, but completely different impact, right? So, how this actually work? At the heart of every expanding noun phrase is a noun, and around that noun, you can add information in three main directions, like before the noun, after the noun, both before and after. For example, research becomes groundbreaking medical research conducted under strict ethical guidelines. Nothing childish here, right? So, this is real academic language, but still natural when spoken. Let's slow down and see how we build them naturally when we talk. First, before the noun, we often add adjectives, determiners, or numbers, right? So instead of saying decision, you might say a controversial policy decision. Or instead of arguments, you can say several well structured counter arguments. So, when spoken calmly, this sounds confident, not robotic. Got it? And the next one is after the noun. We expand using prepositional phrases or relative clauses or descriptive details. Okay? For example, a theory becomes a theory about human cognitive development, or if you want more advanced, like a theory that challenges traditional educational models. Notice how the meaning sharpens as we tend to add details after the noun. Got it? And the most powerful noun phrase is like using both sides. Yes. Now, listen to this. A long term environmental policy proposed by international climate experts. So, before the noun, if you see, long term environmental, and the noun is policy, right? And after the noun, proposed by international climate experts. So, that's a fully expanded noun phrase. And this is exactly what examiners love because it shows control of language, right? So, why do we even use expanding noun phrase? You have a question about it, why I should use it. Because they allow you to avoid the repetition and they add detail without adding extra sentences. And of course, it sounds more analytical instead of descriptive. Because if you're just adding only the adjectives, that means it is just a descriptive language, right? But here in expanding noun phrases, it will sound definitely analytical. Got it? And it shows clarity of your thought also. When it comes to spoken English, they help you sound organized. In writing, definitely they help you sound mature. And here is a big secret. Most Band 8 and Band 9 answers don't use grammar rules. They just expand nouns intelligently. Now, how do you actually use them when speaking without freezing? Here is the mindset shift. Don't think I must use an expanding noun phrase. Instead, you have to ask yourself silently which one or what kind. Your brain will automatically start expanding the noun. For example, instead of saying, I read an article, your brain asks which article, and suddenly you say, I read a recent investigative article on digital privacy. It's very natural, very smooth, and no grammar stress, right? Now, let's talk about the types of expanding noun phrases, but in real language, not textbook style, okay? So, one type focuses on description, which means a poorly managed corporate project with unclear leadership roles. This is just an example. But another focuses on function or purpose. For example, a digital platform designed to support remote learning. So here it focuses on the function, right, or the purpose. And sometimes it focuses on cause or condition. Students affected by prolonged academic pressure, right? So here the cause and the effect is mentioned. And sometimes it focuses on evaluation or judgment too. And unexpectedly effective teaching strategy. So here, this one focuses on the evaluation. So unexpectedly effective teaching strategy. So how effective it is. It's an evaluation, right? So here, each type changes the angle of your sentence without changing the noun. Got it? All right, now it's time for us to practice. So these are the practice questions. Don't rush them. These are meant to stretch you. So you can just pause the video, read it by yourself, and try to expand as much as possible. Okay? For the first one, expand the noun phrase policy to show time, impact, and authority. So I have given you the clues here. Based on that, you can try to expand it. And for the second one, research findings you have to expand to show quality and subject area. And for the third one, expand recession to show pressure and consequence. Remember the clues because based on the key words and the key terms, you have to expand it, okay? And the fourth one, expand technology to show purpose and limitation. Fifth one, expand students to show level and challenge faced. And the sixth one, expand argument to show strength and evidence. And the seventh one, expand solution to show innovation and practicality. And for the eighth one, expand system to show complexity and risk. Ninth is expand data to show source and reliability. And the last one, expand approach to show originality and outcome. So remember why I have given the keywords here so that it will be easy for you to expand the noun. Whenever you are expanding the noun, you have to ask yourself few questions, right? Whether in order to give the purpose or what is the limitation or what is the strength or what is the risk, all these questions. So based on that, I have derived these questions. You can come up with your answers now. Okay. Now, let me give you my answers. For the policy, I have written here a long term national policy implemented under strict regulatory oversight. Okay. And for the research findings, recent peer reviewed research findings in cognitive psychology. And for the decision, high stakes leadership decision made under intense public scrutiny. And for the technology, an advanced communication technology designed to improve efficiency but limited by accessibility issues. And for the students, final year university students facing increasing academic and career pressure. And for the sixth one, argument, a well supported argument backed by credible statistical evidence. And for the seventh one, solution, an innovative yet practical solution developed through interdisciplinary collaboration. And for the eighth one, system, a highly complex administrative system vulnerable to operational failures. And for the ninth one, data, right? Yes, reliable long term data collected from verified international sources. And for the 10th one, approach, an original problem solving approach that produced measurable improvements. Okay, so remember, if there is one takeaway from this lesson, it's this. Strong English is not about longer sentences, it's about richer nouns. So once you start expanding noun phrases naturally, your writing tightens, your speaking sharpens, and your confidence goes up without sounding like you're trying it too hard. Got it? So that's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more English tips. See you in the next video. Bye bye.